Tonight, students step to their own beat.
Plus, see which national network reporter came to Troy's campus. Stay tuned. Troy TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
Digital Production Center on the Troy campus with news from Troy University locations around the world. This is Troy TrojanVision Nightly News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Nightly News for August 16, 2013. I'm Christina Cook.
And I'm Courtney Addison. Thank you for joining us this evening. It's not every day that college students get to learn directly from a national news correspondent, but yesterday one Troy alumnus made his way back to campus to meet with students. The Hall School of Journalism and Communications opened its arms to Troy graduate and CNN News correspondent Tom Foreman Thursday afternoon. Students gathered in Wallace Hall to meet and greet with Foreman and also to hear advice from someone already in the journalism field.
I think it's a very competitive world. Not just in journalism, but in every field out there right now. And the thing that I think most young people have to know is you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to apply yourself. But if you do that, success does come. But you can't wait for it.
Foreman said numerous times that persistence is key in this industry. He said to keep working until you get the answers you need. Don't just give up. Foreman also added that along with being persistent, it is very important to earn the trust of your listeners.
I think journalists earn trust day after day by just sticking to the facts and the truth. Just tell people what's happening and let them form their own opinions about it. If you do that year after year, I think people can learn to trust you, even if they don't always like the thing you're reporting on.
Biased news is something common in the world today, and Foreman says it is a journalist's responsibility to keep his or her own opinions separate from the facts.
I am a big believer in objectivity in the news. I always have been. In the same sense that you don't want a doctor to take care of you because he likes you, or not take care of you because he doesn't like you. I think in news that's what you're supposed to do. You separate your own feelings, your own views, and simply say, what is the truth? Let's go find that.
Foreman was honored with the Hall School of Journalism and Communications Outstanding Alumni Award for the broadcast journalism this spring on campus.
It's the first week of school, so you might expect most students are worried about getting situated in their new classes, but some students took time out of their schedule to help out a family in need. Some say it takes a village to raise a child, and sometimes it takes a community to build a house. For the past 2 years, Pike Habitat has been building a house for a Troy family in need. And after joining forces with Troy University, this house is close to becoming a home.
Today we are doing a Welcome Week service project. Our office hosts a Welcome Week service project every year. This year we're helping out Habitat for Humanity. We have students here that are helping build the house, do some of the inside work. All the outside work has been done, so now they're just going to help put up some drywall, do some siding, things like that.
Unlike most Habitat homes, this process was a little more lengthy than others, but with the help of many dedicated volunteers, this home will stand on solid ground.
Typically, a house is built for us 6 to 8 months, something of that nature. Unfortunately, this is the second location for this house. So it was built up the street, and a really hard rain came, and there was actually deficiencies in the subsoil, so we ended up moving the house here about a block and a half from the original house. It's a flat lot, so we shouldn't have any problems with houses moving and stuff like that.
And with an expected completion date of about 6 months, Habitat for Humanity is looking for several volunteers. How can you become a volunteer, you may ask?
Search on Troy-Pike Habitat. You'll find our website, and we are keeping that pretty well updated on what kinds of things are going on, when we're having work days.
Students looking for a chance to volunteer can find a way to help out in the community at the Volunteer Fair on Wednesday the 28th from 10 o'clock a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on the Bibb Graves Quad. Well, Courtney, last night the UAC and Greek organizations welcomed students back with the annual Step Tees.
That's right, Christina, and if you were on campus last night, it was pretty hard not to notice the huge crowd that actually set a new record for the event. Judson Garner has more.
Roughly 2,500 students filled over half of Sartain Hall for Thursday's Step Tees. The Claudia Crosby Theater has been the home for the show for many years. Its capacity of 900 people has been pushed to its limits, causing the show to become an annual safety concern for the University Activities Council. Based on attendance, it seems that step dancing entertains a broad audience. It may be because step dancers really do dance to their own beat. Andrea Howard says that building a good step team requires time because timing is everything.
So you're around each other a lot.
Hogan says in this type of performance, a group will have to be as precise as possible. If someone is off beat, it can be very distracting to the audience.
Everybody may not be the best at dancing or may not be the best at stepping, so you kind of have to work with each other. You learn a lot about each other when you're on a step team.
She says that connecting with others and overcoming the challenges to build a team is the most rewarding gift.
Stepping is hard and stepping takes a lot out of you, and I have learned there are a lot of things that don't take as much time that you can do, but step team has really brought me closer to the people that are on it, and you get to know people a lot better.
Judson Garner, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The next UAC event will be Dollar Movie Night coming up on Wednesday.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Huntsville, federal prosecutors say a former contractor has pleaded guilty to trying to steal nearly $14 million in fraudulent government contract payments. Officials say Joseph Shane Terry of Meridianville pleaded guilty to wire fraud, making false statements to the Small Business Administration and on loan applications to money laundering.
And in Anniston, authorities are working to remove wreckage from Interstate 20 after a tractor trailer overturned and spilled more than 45,000 pounds of aluminum. Truck driver Luther Johnson says the crash Thursday afternoon was his first accident in his 12 years as a trucker.
And in Attala, police have trained local teachers on how to react should a gunman attack a school. An officer told educators at Attala Middle School yesterday that they need to be prepared in case of a school being targeted.
Still to come on Troy TrojanVision Nightly News, fall sports are in preseason, and if you want to meet the coaches and teams, your opportunity is tomorrow in the Trojan Arena. Danielle Percival will be in with the details on that. And now Danielle Percival joined us with a look at sports. So Danielle, football season may still be a couple weeks away, but this weekend the Trojan community actually has a chance to get involved.
Well, that's right. All fall sports will be represented this weekend out at Trojan Arena at Fan Day. We'll give you details on how you can get involved coming up here in sports. An anomaly, a deviation or departure from normal. Basically an exception. The past 2 seasons have been an anomaly for the Trojan football team. In the 5 seasons the Trojans won consecutive Sun Belt titles, the team lost a combined 5 conference games. In the past 2 seasons, that total has risen to 11 Sun Belt contests. It was the first back-to-back losing seasons the Trojans had since '88 and '89, and the first ever in head coach Larry Blakeney's career. However, Blakeney believes that this year's team has the potential to break the streak.
As far as the team, the personnel in general, I think we're bigger, I think we're faster, and we're more talented probably than we've been in a while. Now, whether that computes into what we really want to do, and that's win games, is yet to be seen. And I do think we're headed in the right direction.
The team will have a scrimmage tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and that is free and open to the public. With the first meet of the season just 2 weeks away, the Trojan cross country team is gearing up for the season. Over 80% of the team will have never competed at the college level heading into the first meet. And though the team is young, head cross country coach Jeff Jenkins says he's seeing the right attitude from his freshmen.
Well, the good thing is that they've taken the challenge. They've come in and they've a lot of times as a freshman, it's easy to sit back and just kind of watch the upperclassmen do their thing. But they've taken a role in getting everybody together and getting the ball rolling there.
The Trojans will compete on campus in the Trojan Invitational to begin the 2013 season. At the meet, they are scheduled to see competition from Auburn, South Alabama, Georgia State, as well as UAB. And for student athletes, they have 2 full-time jobs. But for the soccer team, they've added another full-time responsibility, raising awareness of lymphoma cancer. Project 19 is the team's way of showing their support for their teammate Kaylani DeCock, who is battling Hodgkin's lymphoma. Today marks DeCock's halfway point through treatments. Head coach Chris Bentley says although DeCock is no longer in Troy because of treatment, her team wanted her to know she had the support of the Trojan Nation.
Well, I think the big thing is she's completely overwhelmed with love and support, and you can see that. You know, her interactions, even on Facebook and Twitter, she's had people from all over write her letters. People she didn't know, people she hasn't talked to for years, have been interacting with her and sending her love, and you can just hear it in her voice. She feels amazing about it, and that was our big goal, and we're really proud of that.
To get involved with Project 19, follow them on Twitter at Project19KD and use the hashtag Project19. Bracelets that read "No One Fights Alone" are available for a donation of $5. The team will have their first exhibition of the fall on Sunday afternoon against the University of Mobile at the Troy Soccer Complex at 4 p.m. And with volleyball season just around the corner, head coach Sonny Kirkpatrick has added another component to his coaching staff, hiring Cynthia Roberto. Roberto is a Brazil native who played for Blinn College and won an NJCAA national championship as a freshman and competed in the NCAA tournament with Florida and Texas A&M in her junior and senior seasons. Roberto graduated from A&M in 2012, and this will be her first time as a collegiate assistant. And all the sports we've discussed so far will be represented tomorrow at Fan Day. The football team will have a scrimmage at 10 a.m. and at 1 p.m. the football, volleyball, soccer, and cross-country teams will all be in Trojan Arena with posters ready to take pictures and sign autographs for fans. The Trojan Warrior Club will be providing free food and drinks to fans in attendance. Fan Day is an event at the beginning of the fall and spring semester to give fans the opportunity to meet the Trojan student athletes and coaches, and following Fan Day, the volleyball team will have a scrimmage in Trojan Arena. So Courtney, Christina, for fans, the best opportunity to get out and support these student athletes is going to be on Saturday. Have the chance to go out and really get to know them rather than just being able to come out and support them at the game. You get that one-on-one interaction, and it's a great time to come out and show that this community is behind these teams.
Exactly. You know, hopefully the weather cooperates so everyone will be able to get out there.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Danielle.
Thanks, guys.
Danielle.